so glad I found that place. Okay, this next place, I'm gonna warn you, it isn't for everybody.
What is this? Do you know?
Actually, I think this is like a chicken broth.
The nice auntie just brought out more kimchi. Oh. You ready for a food adventure? I'm gonna show you all the must-try Korean dishes, and we're doing it here on the streets of Seoul. Let's eat.
Bibimbap. When I landed in Seoul, this was one of the first dishes on my mind. The nice auntie said I could film while she prepared the food, as long as I didn't film her face. She said she didn't look pretty today, even if I thought otherwise. Bibim, well, that's mixed. Bap, that means rice. This is the beloved Korean dish on a bed of steamed white rice with assorted fresh, marinated, and sauteed vegetables, sometimes with raw or seared meat, if desired. Mine had rice, soybean sprouts, carrots, spinach, topped lovingly with a fried egg. You'll see this anywhere you go in Seoul or Korea, and I suggest you do as I did, put it on your list. Total 7,000 won, made for a perfect lunch.
Oh, there's another one checked off, the bibimbap, a classic mixed rice dish. One of the many must-haves when you're here in Korea. Oh, and what a classic Korean joint. All the metal utensils, the bowls, so classic. I'm on the back streets of Hongdae right now, searching for the next place where I can get the next dish that I want to show you.
Gomtang. I searched this place out. It's been in the Michelin Guide for years. Koreans love their pork, and so do we. I'm talking about me and you. Chef Gomtang made Gomtang popular with pork. Bloodless pork bones are simmered for hours to get this broth. You see this clear soup with a deep, wide-ranging umami taste. It's a hearty dish. Pork meat piled in broth, and if you get the large, like I did, then you get double the amount of meat. Think bacon-thin slices of silky, tender pork piled on a bed of rice, all submerged in this clear broth. A regular bowl costs 10,000 won, but I paid 16,000 for the large. Did I mention the kimchi dumplings? Yes, healthy sized dumplings stuffed with kimchi, and of course, pork. 6,000 won for 4 pieces. All washed down with meiju, 8,000 won each. I had 2. Total for all this goodness, 34,000 won.
Pork gomtang with kimchi dumplings. Oh, Korea. I'm loving you. This is the seafood green onion pancake, and it's the perfect thing to have when you're here in the market. You'll usually see this at Korean barbecue houses. Thank you. It's a perfect appetizer before you have Korean barbecue. You order among friends. Don't eat more than one, it's going to be too much. This inside, it has the green onions, it has peppers, it has the savory seafood in an egg batter. Oh.
Total price for this deliciousness, 12,000 won. Cold noodles, or naengmyeon, were on my list when in Seoul. And wouldn't you know it, a restaurant serving was right below my hotel, opened just 2 days prior. They specialized in naengmyeon, and I obliged.
This is it right here, naengmyeon. It literally translates into cold noodles, buckwheat noodles. I ordered it with spicy sauce and a little bit of beef cut on the top. It comes with the side of beef broth. These are buckwheat noodles. The buckwheat, it's ground fresh every morning, milled every morning to produce the buckwheat. The beef fresh from the last 3 days, so they promise. Let's get into it.
Don't think of it as eating leftover spaghetti from the fridge the day after. This is a dish that is crafted to be served cold. The spices, the cucumber, and radish all give it a tangy taste.
These cold noodles, the naengmyeon, are so associated with North Korea that often they're referred to as the Pyongyang naengmyeon. My pronunciation, I hope I get that right. Any of you Koreans out there, please correct me. One thing I know for sure is delicious and good.
I washed it all down with the beer. For good measure, I had 2 of them, 6,000 won each. On the side, a plate of mandu, 9 dumplings with pork, fresh herbs, and vegetables. Seo Gwang thanked me as I walked out to the streets of Hongdae. I thanked them. The dish had now given us, you, me, the city of Seoul, an eternal bond.
This is kimchi stew, and this is one of the must-haves in Korea. You'll find it all over Korea. You can't go wrong. This is so hearty, so delicious. Thank you. The nice auntie just brought out more kimchi, more soybean sprouts. Warm, hot broth. This lovely auntie just sat down right beside me here. Pulled out the translate app.
맛있는 거 뭐예요? 그리고 냉면. 냉면 없어요. 냉면 없어요. 김치찌개.
Kimchi is famous. So to explain something here, we have the soybean sprouts. This is acorn jello, and this is fish cake, and this is of course the kimchi, which I've already finished, all with this mixture of kimchi sauce with the tofu. Thank you. The auntie just brought me a little plate of stir-fried pork, mixing it in with some rice. So hearty and filling. You have to consider Korea is up far north, so they have cold winters. So places like this come about warm, hearty dishes that feed the workers. Oh, so glad I found that place. Kimchi stew in my belly. This is how you should get around Korea. Eat your way around Seoul. Okay, this next place, I'm gonna warn you, it isn't for everybody.
Here it is. This is raw beef, Korean raw beef, the premium stuff, and they call it yukhoe. Raw egg on top, 200 grams of raw meat, seasoned with sesame seed oil and a little bit of wasabi to give it a kick. Oh, I love my tartare de boeuf when I'm in France. If you're gonna get it anywhere in France, in the rest of the world, here in Korea, make sure you go to a place that is well rated, only using premium meat, and that's what we have here tonight. I'm gonna mix in a little bit of peppers, give it a kick. Got some veggies here. I think these are type of Korean pears. Give it a nice fresh taste. If you had a day of eating fried foods, well, raw meat, yukhoe, is something you might want to try.
Now, just to level out things, they do bring you some boiled beef as well, with some soybean sprouts in there. It came as an appetizer, but I'm just getting to it now. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, fresh, raw meat. It just brings out the animal in you. Yeah, add that to your list of dishes to try when in Korea.
What is this? Do you know? What? Okay, we have our sides here. This is another type of jello. I'm not quite sure what it is. So any of my Korean viewers out there, please write down in the comments what it is. This, of course, is the kimchi. Over here, the marinated vegetables with some soybean bean sprouts in there as well. And of course, we have our side of rice and the main piece right here, the center piece. This is the soft tofu stew. So you put in all your ingredients here, mix it up vigorously. In the soup, in the stew that comes out, there's typically mushrooms, leeks or green onions, and in this case seafood. I added in the kimchi, some of the marinated vegetables there, and rice. And this tofu is so special. It hasn't been strained or pressed. It's completely fresh and hard to get with your chopsticks. So we're just gonna use a spoon to try it out. Here we go. Oh, soft, delicate. If I was hungover, this would be the perfect food. You're gonna find the kimchi jjigae anywhere you go in Korea. The tofu version, well, that's the second most one you'll find. You should really seek this out if you get the opportunity to travel through Korea around Seoul. It's warming, it's hearty, it's spicy, it comes with a little bit of seafood in most places, and I think you'll enjoy it. I do.
Oh, goodness at lunch. Oh, my work here is done. Satisfied, filled, tofu stew. What more could I want? At street stalls like this, you can find one of the next dishes I think you should try here in Seoul, tteokbokki. Tteokbokki?
Tteokbokki?
Yeah.
There are also dedicated restaurants for tteokbokki, but really, this will taste better standing street side. The bright red dish catches your eye and tingles your tongue, but I'm not sure what left a bigger impression on me. The auntie laboring away, or the spice kick and sweet tang hanging onto each bite.
Look at this right here. These are the rice cakes cut into cylinder shapes with chili powder sauce and rice syrup. It's a perfect snack. The kids love them. Can you imagine kids starting off with spicy food like this? Now what's funny about these street food vendor places, they all have cardboard laid underneath. So in case you do any dripping, it goes on the cardboard. We keep the streets clean. Sweet, spicy, and delicious, and a Korean staple. Here it is. Pork belly, putting it on the grill. We are getting a bit smoked out. This is like a July 4th barbecue. I've ordered a proportion, well, I think 2 proportions of pork belly. They have a big mushroom on the side and a half of a hot dog there. And it came with all these sort of side dishes as well, which I've already been warming up with. Okay, that was the barbecue, the Korean barbecue trick right there. You lower the ventilation, flip them. They were smoking a bit too much. Oh, they're looking golden brown right now, coming to that perfect color that you want in your pork belly. And this is it right here, pork belly from the grill. Dip it in a little side sauce, a little bit of wasabi. Everything cooks quite fast, so you have to stay on top of it here. You have to be your own barbecue master. Now clearly the barbecue experience is something that's done better with beers, a lot of beers, but it's early afternoon and it's too early to get drunk. Korean barbecue, you never let me down. Pork belly, my belly's full. Korea is hands down a place for food lovers to feast. If you want to know more about Seoul, watch this video next.